center from Texas, number 33, Miles Turner. At shooting guard, at 6'6", number 22, Karis LeVert. At the small forward position, standing 6'8", number 1, TJ Warren. Starting at the other guard, standing 6'5", number 7, Malcolm Brogdon. At the other forward position, standing 6'11", number 11, Domantas Sabonis. Standing 6'8", number 1, the head coach for your team. Let's hear it for your Indiana Pacers.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And the Clippers starting five. We've got Reggie Jackson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ibaka, and it's George in at the two-guard spot. And for Indiana, Sabonis and Turner up front. Malcolm Brogdon out there with LeVert, and it's Warren in at the three spot. And tonight, Brent, classic battle of pivot men. Talk about some of your favorite center matchups historically.
Well, we hear a lot and we see a lot in terms of the nostalgia of Wilt Chamberlain going up against Bill Russell. I remember years watching in front of the television Hakeem Olajuwon playing against David Robinson in some Western Conference battles. I don't know that we're going to see that much in the next 4 or 5 years, Kevin. We know where the game is going, and those post matchups end up becoming somewhere near the three-point line nowadays.
Here's Brogdon. Good work defensively by Morris. Ibaka outside. Clippers moving the ball around. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Brogdon with it. Guarded now by Jackson. A nice shot by LeVert.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Now here's Leonard. Shoots over Warren. Leonard, no luck. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. George against LeVert. Brogdon the pass to Warren. Six on the shot clock. Shoots over Leonard. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Earlier, I spoke with the Pacers head coach, and a lot of their focus is their strategy going up against Paul George, who is a threat from distance and at the rim. You can't take everything away, but surrendering long twos is probably the safest plan.
All right, David, thanks. Now here's Jackson after Malcolm Brogdon's miss. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Jackson.
Well, stretching the floor, Kawhi Leonard out at that distance, you're just so fearful of him driving by, and he knocks one down with confidence.
Brogdon kicks to LeVert. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Pacers shooting their first free throw tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Now, Brogdon being the rookie of the year and coming in and doing a great job for the Milwaukee Bucks. This is a guy who can play either guard position and has a great mentality and great poise as a point guard.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's George, and he banks in the layup.
Well, Paul George concentrating through the contact and making sure he had a shooting window open.
LeVert the pass to Brogdon. Back to LeVert. And there's the pass to Brogdon. At the top of the key, Sabonis. Three-pointer, LeVert. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Jackson finds George. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Miles Turner. And perhaps the most shocking news of the NBA offseason, Greg, the trade of Paul George. Nobody saw that coming.
It took a ransom of draft picks to get him off the Thunder. Kawhi Leonard recruited him to join him on the Clippers, and Paul obliged by demanding the trade. Came together quickly and caused a major power shift in the West.
Well, Brent, you look at the explosive numbers George has put up. A lot of it has to do with how he runs the pick and roll.
Incredible at his size and his ability to read the defenses in pick and roll situation. Anytime there's a defender that decides to go under on Paul George from the perimeter, he can let that thing rip from the three-point line. Last year, I think you saw him with the most poise that he's ever played with in his career. I expect that to continue.
Clippers trail by 4. Outside Leonard, over Turner. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
Now the offense sort of works itself out to a lot of mid-range shots, and Kawhi getting dangerous from that spot.
Outside Turner fires for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And George kicks to Jackson. Now Leonard. He has 5. Unloads from 13. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Warren against Leonard. Warren the pass to Sabonis. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Brogdon. Pass to Leonard. Outside Jackson. 5 on the clock. And here's George for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, that's Paul George's game. Most accurate when somebody's feeding him and he's got his feet set.
Brogdon outside. It's Turner, high post. Jackson on him. There's Sabonis. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Now, here is George. 6 points for him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Again, when you go from second to fourth gear, Paul George puts a lot of pressure on the defense that way.
And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren. They've gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office.
Think about Paul George in his second year in the NBA being named the most improved player. He's just gotten better from that point. And you don't have to win an award every year to prove it.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And before his scary foot dislocation in November of 2018, Karis LeVert enjoying a breakout season. Greg even garnering some most improved buzz around the NBA.
Yeah, and fortunately, the injury not as bad as it looked initially. He's looking to continue that impressive trajectory.
Now here's Leonard. He has 5. And it's Rondo in the corner. And the three off target.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
As good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And when he's on the floor, he is very productive. But the one knock on T.J. Warren is that he's prone to missing games.
Never played more than 66 games in his young career, Kevin. So something hopefully he can check off his list this year is work his way into the high 70s and be a consistent performer out there and avoid losses of game.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Patterson comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Kennard in for Kawhi Leonard. And the shot goes in.
The understanding that Rondo's showing right now in the pick and roll is setting up some great opportunity.
Pass to Warren. Here's Sabonis. That shot off. Excellent D there from George. Inside. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. Indiana making some changes. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. Lamb comes in for Karis LeVert. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Now here is Holiday. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Holiday against Rondo. To the middle. Zubac the pass to Patterson. Here's Kennard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Clock at 4. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And thinking back to last postseason, the Clippers did not back down to the Warriors at all.
Well, L.A. was a much more physical team. I think they knew going in that the only way that they had a shot was to be disruptive, and they brought that on both ends of the floor, and that was going against a healthy Kevin Durant at the time. They took 2 games last year in that series, and the way in which they played, that spirit might have caught the attention of one Paul George and one Kawhi Leonard.
Sometimes when a shooter misses a wide open shot, Brent, you hear, oh, he had too much time. I mean, is that really a thing?
I mean, in life, do we really have too? You never have too much time.
Never have too much time.
You can never have too much time.
I think about Marc Gasol, like in the finals and the playoffs last year. He would sit there and no one would even be around him.
And he's tiptoeing like, do I shoot? Do I shoot? I think it messes with you just in terms of the psychological part about like,
it's got
why,
to. It's
why
got to.
isn't anybody guarding me here? Well, if you're a bad shooter, there's a really good reason why they're not guarding you. The D is there, but not present enough, Kevin. You can't just be there. You gotta disrupt and get in the face of the shooter.
Rondo is doubled. Passes it to Kennard. Puts up a 3. And the Clippers miss again. Pacers leading by 6. On the wing, Holiday. Defended by George. No good from Lamb. L.A. has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Rondo kicks to George. Back to Rondo. Here's Kennard, guarded by Holiday. Second shot opportunity. Here's Zubac, and it's sent back by Turner. Zubac finds Patterson. George double teamed. Clippers moving the ball around. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. That one wide left.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now here's Rondo, down low, Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Hard to guard. When Rondo's attacking in these pick and rolls, the defense is in a very precarious spot.
Holiday looking for an opening. Now the pass to Lamb. And Lamb slams it home.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Rondo. Zubac the pass to Kennard. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Sweet finish from Paul George there. I like to see him get up to the rim like that.
Holiday against Rondo. Now here's Turner. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Holiday gets the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the versatile wing, Nick Batum, wants a do-it-all scorer, but Greg, he's started to take less of an active role in offenses lately.
And Batum has been asked to do less volume scoring, but it's helped his efficiency as a player. Now past 30 years of age, you can see his role on teams being similar to that of Andre Iguodala as he ages in the league.
Pass to Cousins. Leonard on the wing. Back to Cousins. That one misses. And Indiana will go the other way with it.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Holiday with the three. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists in the game. Jackson dishes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. His first shot coming late. Morris with the bucket.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Holiday against Jackson. Now here is Holiday. Guarded closer. Pass to McDermott. Releases. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Pacers lead by 6.
That shot from McDermott gets off so fast, throw in that textbook form. He's a legitimate scoring threat.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Leonard against Holiday. Up top, Leonard. 5 points in the game. Here's Morris. The rebound by Turner.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
And so it's Indiana holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We've got more in store for you right after this. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
So for the Clippers right now, they've got Batum. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's man in at the 1 spot. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. 4-point game. He dishes it to Lamb. McDermott for 3. Batum grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Morris throws it down.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing, and all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. And so it's Indiana with it. The Clippers getting the bucket. Here's Lamb. Batum grabs the miss.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Indiana leading. Here's Warren, and the rejection by Cousins.
How about Cousins with some gritty defense there, showing off his intimidating length on that rejection.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Sabonis, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Karis LeVert comes in for McDermott, and Brogdon subbed in for Lamb. Sabonis, the pass to McConnell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Stolen by Warren. Brogdon outside. To stop the drought, and the rejection by Cousins. Here's Morris. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. The score now all even.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And the Clippers franchise joined this league in 1970. They've never made it past the conference semifinals.
Yeah, but the last few years, when you talk about the landscape of Los Angeles, the Clippers have had a remarkable run, much better record than the Lakers have had in Tinseltown. And so surprising to think of all the talent that's come through the Clipper doors in prior years, but this could be the year with these additions where they break through.
Serge Ibaka is checked in for the Clippers. Patterson comes in for Morris. McConnell passes to Warren. McConnell with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 4 on the clock. Shoots the 3. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And Leonard has it in the corner. Passes to Man. Dishes it to Batum. The pass to Man. Now here is Ibaka. He's covered by McConnell. It's hauled in by Warren. Warren's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. With social media, extended TV coverage, lots of distractions for these players, Brent. But some do a terrific job of blocking all that out and keeping their focus.
I think the roles and responsibilities of teams is changing around exactly what you're talking about, Kevin. You have to have people within your organization that help these players understand where it is that they have to focus most, and that is your job on the floor. And so really good organizations are educating the players on that. They're not just relying on the agents or outside sources. Teams are trying to get in there and impact guys at a young age to make sure that, as you said, that noise is not part of their beginning part of their career.
Can't make it a distraction. Here's Brogdon. The Clippers getting the bucket. In the corner, it's Sabonis. Pass to McConnell. To halt the run. The rebound by Patterson.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Pacers trail by 5. McConnell passes to Brogdon. Pushes it down to finish the break.
On the break, Brogdon with a great job of surveying the floor and understanding where everybody was coming in from on that fast break.
George finds Leonard. Here's Patterson. Levert defending. That one goes. Count it. Patterson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers. Now here's McConnell. Tight defense on him. Pass to Sabonis. The 3. He's off on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Leonard draws the double. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Just a level of power and explosiveness. Leonard just tenacious at the rim.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
Well, guys, Brogdon not a player that turns heads, but man, is he an efficient threat on the floor.
And he's been a great three-point shooter really since his rookie year. His field goal percentage continues to climb and has evolved into one of the best free throw shooters in the game.
He hits both from the stripe.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Zubats. And George kicks to Jackson. Outside Leonard to the paint. Here's Patterson. A second chance effort. Zubats. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Malcolm Brogdon. The Clippers have gone 5 of 9 at the line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throw.
The free throw drops for Zubats. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Trailing here by 8. George against Brogdon. Sabonis kicks to Brogdon. Offensive rebound Pacers. Here's Warren. Misses the baby hook.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
That's the power and strength he brings. Kawhi able to absorb the contact. I'm not even sure he felt it and still knocks it down.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Justin Holiday's checked in for Indiana.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Now, here's Warren. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Clock at 6. Sabonis kicks to Holiday. Sinks the three-pointer.
He's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Pass to Zubats. Leonard looking around. Back to Zubats. Stolen by Holiday. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. And it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes over with the double. Brogdon finds Sabonis. Brogdon against Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Jackson. There's the pass to Kennard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
Here's Kennard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Warren with the ball.
Well, T.J. Warren trusts that shot. Trust me. Fantastic at shooting with purpose off the pass. That's alliteration.
And here are the Clippers now. And here's George. He's got 11. He kicks it to Patterson. On the wing, Jackson. He's guarded by Brogdon. Jackson misses.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Pacers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And the free throw drops for LeVert. Indiana making some changes. Turner's checked in for Sabonis. Doug McDermott comes in for Warren. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Morris is checked in for Patterson. And Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops.
Lamb is checked in for Karis LeVert. Lamb against George. Left block shot on the way. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
And a breakthrough season for Marcus Morris in 2018 and 19. Career highs almost across the board.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Reggie Jackson. You know, Greg, the Celtics are encouraging their players to take mental health just as seriously as their physical health. Marcus Morris brave enough to say that helped him a lot.
I mean, the Morris twins growing up in the hard streets of Philly, I mean, a lot to overcome, but by getting some help, that's exactly what Marcus is doing.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
The Pacers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. So, for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Batum in for Paul George. Both free throws good from Holiday. Now Rondo. Morris outside. Batum scanning the floor. Back to Morris. Over Lamb. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Batum. 8 points for Marcus Morris.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Batum against Lamb. Turner up top. All alone. That one goes in. Turner's got his first basket of the night.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Now here's Rondo. Good work defensively by Turner. Outside, Lamb. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the second quarter. And there it is for him.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
Now here's Rondo. In the corner, it's Morris. Back to Kennard. Just 5 on the clock. to the inside. And Morris throws it down.
And you can see Morris on the roll. A well-coordinated athlete, no trouble converting there.
It's stolen by Rondo. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. Shot clock at 6. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Holiday. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time.
Shout out sa mga
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a minute.
Kasi work in progress pa yung screen natin, lalo na dito sa 2K kasi nakagamit ng game capture pero yung
greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Marty Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. We saw Marcus Morris lighting it up in the first half. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
Well, they've been playing with the toughness. It's led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. Now,
And that should do it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One of the stories here, guys, Caris LeVert getting it done today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Pacers, Sabonis and Turner up front. Caris LeVert is out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Warren in its small forward. Brogdon against Ibaka. It's stolen by Ibaka. George passes to Morris, and it's sent back by Turner. Brogdon against Jackson. Now here's Brogdon. He's guarded closely. Buries the long-range jumper. Warren's got 5 points so far.
Well, just working on extending that range. TJ Warren in the offseason wanting to be a better three-point shooter. Nice to see him knock one down.
Leonard, a shot's good on the assist by George.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Warren against Morris. Rebound by the Clippers. Morris has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Pacers trail by 16. Down low, here's Turner, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
And the Clippers
Thank you,
making a change here.
RGPH. Kapag may
Zubats is checked in.
2K21 na ako, laro tayo next time.
So he gets them both.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. It's George on the wing. Back to Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. They get it back. Another shot, and Zubats puts it in. Zubats has got 7.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And the stretch center in demand. For Miles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger, and continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Jackson passes to Morris. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubats. Turner with the steal. Here's Warren. He's got 5. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Sabonis finds Brogdon. But they'll get another chance. Now here's Turner.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
Clippers leading by 14. Leonard on the wing. He's covered by Warren. Good work there as it goes. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Brogdon the pass to Turner. Jackson against Brogdon. Here's Sabonis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you look at per minute production, and you can make a strong case that Domantas Sabonis at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night.
Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
Brogdon against Jackson. Brogdon the pass to Turner. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And Sabonis having to spend some time at the power forward spot in today's game, Greg. He's pretty big for that position.
Now, 6'11", 240. He's gotten leaner, done some yoga, worked on strengthening those hips, looking to stay mobile. And that ought to serve him whichever position he plays.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 5 assists in the game. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. George against LeVert. And George, here we go. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. From downtown. And it's LeVert missing. Los Angeles leading by 16. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, with his developing handle, Leonard now has defenders at his mercy when on the bounce.
Jackson against Brogdon. Pass to Sabonis. Over Morris. And there's Sabonis. That's good on the assist from Brogdon. Brogdon's got 6 assists here tonight. Passes it to Morris. Stolen by Warren. Great D that time from Leonard.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. McDermott's checked in for Turner. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Reggie Jackson. And Lamb kicks to McDermott. 6 to shoot. Up top, Warren. He's covered by Leonard. Warren, good. Greg, you talk about the media focus for Kawhi Leonard. Not exactly something he embraces.
Not at all. As a kid on his birthdays, he'd shutter himself in his room because he didn't want the attention. To this day, he lets his play do the talking.
The pass to Sabonis. Indiana moving the ball around. McConnell passes to Warren. Back to McConnell. Lets it go. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac is... Here's Leonard. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
McConnell kicks to Warren. McDermott passes to McConnell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Rajon Rondo.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
The Pacers making a switch here. Holiday's checked in, and then for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac, and it's Batum in for Paul George. What a jam!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Now, here's McConnell. He's covered by Rondo. No one covering. McDermott's got his second bucket of the night.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Rondo scanning the floor. No good from Cousins. Pacers trail by 18. Lamb finds McDermott. Leonard with the steal. Pass to Patterson. Over Holiday. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Yeah, that's a tough one, Kev. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Pacers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Lamb passes to McConnell. Here's Sabonis. The wide open look here for Holiday. Misses the 3. And here they come. Here's Leonard. The rebound by Holiday. And Indiana shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Now, here's McConnell. Pass to McDermott. Kicks it to Lamb. Shot clock at 5. Here's Sabonis. No good off the back of the rim. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Clippers. Here's Leonard. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And it's now 23 points for Leonard.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Outside, Lamb. Sabonis kicks to McConnell. Back to Sabonis. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Lamb. No good on the triple.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Leonard with the bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Passes it to Cousins. Outside Rondo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, Brent, you look at the size and athleticism of DeMarcus Cousins, and you can forget just how skilled he is.
Well, the interesting part about Cousins, and as his career goes on, especially coming off the injury, Kevin, what does he rely on? Well, when he came into the league, as you said, he had that skill set. He's going to rely more and more on that ability to shoot the ball and to still make plays so that he's still an impact player in the NBA.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Rondo against Holiday. Here's Cousins over Holiday. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
It was to the chagrin of many that Cousins joined the Warriors last season, but it looked to be the right choice for him. He got to take his time rehabbing and came back to a team in first place with no pressure.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. And with Cousins last year, you know, Greg, he came back with a bit of a minutes restriction.
And Kevin, time will tell just how full a recovery Cousins can make. But last year went how he hoped it would with regards to taking a year to get things right and be in a good situation.
Batum against Lamb. The pass to Holiday. And the rejection by Cousins. Patterson down low. Basket counts. Kennard's got 7 points in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Pass to McDermott. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the third. Sabonis against Patterson. Their turnaround jumper. Sabonis with the bucket. He's got 10.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Cousins, the pass to Batum. Back to Cousins. Sabonis with the steal. Here's Holiday. And a wide open look for Lamb. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Batum with the ball. 2 on the clock. No good. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We come back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, Patrick Patterson is out there with Kennard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Batum. And it's man in at the 1. Lamb, good.
Beautiful timing, execution, great move to the rack.
Clippers leading by 17. Pass to Kennard. Pass to Batum. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
LeVert's checked in for Justin Holiday. And he can't hit the second.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
He lobs it up and finished off by McDermott.
Look how confident McDermott is when he starts to shoot it like that. He has a good sense when to fire.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Kennard. Here's Cousins. Again, the Clippers.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Outside, Lamb. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Batum against Lamb. Right wing. Man passes to Patterson. Just 4 to shoot. Comes up empty down low. Pacers trail by 20. And Lamb kicks to Holiday. Now here's Lamb. He's tightly guarded. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
To the middle, stolen by Holiday. Now the fast break, Lamb with the ball. It's deflected. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Turner with the steal. Fires from the wing. And Lamb with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And the Clippers call time here.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
Some changes for Indiana. Warren comes in for Doug McDermott. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Los Angeles leading by 18. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. One-on-one fast break. Here's Warren. Kennard with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. The feed to Jackson. Stolen by Brogdon. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Warren with the ball. And it's LeVert missing. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Indiana's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Nailed from three-point land.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Here's Kennard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Greg, last season, the best scoring average of Serge Ibaka's career.
Even with a down year as far as his three-point shooting, Ibaka's still very efficient, getting more of his offense around the rim, playing some at the 5.
The Pacers making a switch here. Sabonis is checked in. The Clippers also changing it up. Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And Paul George is subbed in for Nicholas Batum. It's Turner, high post. Ibaka on him. Warren, good.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Morris outside. He kicks to Jackson. And Leonard has it in the corner. Feeds it to Morris. That shot, no good. Nice D from Warren. Pacers trail by 14. Here's Brogdon. Some solid defense there from Jackson. LA's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Pushing it up. Here's Morris. It's blocked.
Well, TJ improving his awareness on defense is something that coaches are looking for. Nice block there.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Warren against Leonard. To the paint, nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Los Angeles leading by 10. George double teamed. Inside, and even though he's been nagged by injury for a few years, Brent, Kawhi is still a top 2-way threat when he's healthy.
Well, the fact that Kawhi Leonard could move on from San Antonio, get to that Toronto team that needed just an extra push to do something in the Eastern Conference, especially with the absence of LeBron James. Kawhi Leonard absolutely dominated last year's playoffs and took Toronto to a championship. And now, for the first time, he's had the choice to continue his career somewhere. He's going to do that back home in Los Angeles for the Clippers.
Misses the wing J.
Defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Brogdon the pass to Warren. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
You got to have great strength in this league to take that kind of contact and still score. T.J. Warren, strong.
Greg, you talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
There's no way he even felt that contact. That's what makes Leonard so tough to defend on the dribble drive.
LeVert against George. LeVert kicks to Turner. 5 to shoot. Fires it up. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from LeVert.
Yeah, that's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
George against LeVert. Morris passes to Jackson. George against LeVert. And it's Leonard missing. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Warren kicks to Brogdon. At the top of the key, Sabonis. On the pass to LeVert.
Thank you, OJBPH and Joseph Daniel. Ayun, sorry.
Offensive rebound.
Sorry, di ako makapag-salita. Ay, makapag-chat.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. Earlier, they held
nag-echo kasi. Nag-echo yung sound. So,
difficult to
thank you.
Ibaka inside the length, the improved strength, and he's one of those bigs who doesn't mind going to the line.
He's off on the first. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Los Angeles. And he's good on the second. And so here is Indiana. It's a 10-point game. Brogdon outside. Outside Turner. Pass to Sabonis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Sabonis, such a fantastic prospect. A guy you think is going to play 10 or 12 years in this league, and a good job there getting contact and getting to the line.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in. Right side, Rondo. Back to Leonard. He feeds it to Morris, and it's blocked. Wide open shot from Warren. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the three. Here's Rondo. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Nag-e-echo kasi siya eh. Kaya hindi ako
concentrating right there, focused. Even when you hit him, you can maintain that good balance.
Hindi ako
This is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the
Pistons.
He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Up top, Sabonis. Back to Brogdon. With the floater, and he sinks the layup.
Pretty effective floater there. Most point guards in the league have one of those in their bag of tricks. This time it's Brogdon.
And here's Rondo. Morris trying to free himself up. Rondo, no good. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Warren, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. That one on George.
He's a multi-talented player, is T.J. Warren, and capable of playing now both forward positions with the way the game has changed. A valuable player for what they want to do offensively.
Patterson, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Clippers leading by 8. Pass to Zubac. Outside Rondo. Passes to Patterson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You can't be too physical with Patrick Patterson when he's aggressive. He's pretty good at picking up some contact.
That free throw good from Patterson. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Indiana, they're working against the clock right now. Now Brogdon. Sabonis trying to get open.
How about Brogdon rising up to the rim?
LA's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. There's the pass to Rondo. To the middle. Here's Leonard. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Thank you.
31 points for Leonard.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Shooting for Indiana.
Napakanipis ang tawagan sa Hall of Fame.
Good on the first, and that brings them within single digits.
Now, Sabonis has a tremendous skill set for a 7-footer. Remember his dad, Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis, very creative in his own right.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. George passes to Zubac. The feed now to Leonard. Outside Jackson. It's over Brogdon, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Oh bro, nanonood ako. Kahit sa iba sa inyo nanonood din ako, silent viewer ako. Pero kakilala ko kasi si Ramir TV
Shot clock at 6. Here's Warren. Rebound by the Clippers. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Clippers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Leonard.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
34 seconds left in the game. Kicks to Jackson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one it's over.
Do you want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one? Game gets tight.
Thank you, Robert Supungan. Ayun, nag-echo ata kasi talaga.
They're up by
Kaya
6.
nag-mic-up ako.
17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Oh bro, ayun, nagtitingin din talaga ako sa mga stream ng iba, mga kahit dati pa silent, ano sabi ko.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Wala ba siyang echo? Talaga?
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Kasi ang gamit kong speaker lang is yung lumalabas lang sa monitor, so nagdodoble yung sounds.
First free throw is
Pero kapag
good, and that makes it a
sa PC talaga yung game,
we've seen it.
hindi naman siya mag-e-echo kasi coming from the
very eyes, but one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
Magulo ba yung explanation?
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
Here's Turner, and good. He nails it.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Pacers. They're trailing by 8. 11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
11 seconds left in the fourth. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubas. Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Stanley. And the Pacers can't get it to go. So the Clippers with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd
so
out of it by
thank
crunch
you
time.
sa
Don't
inyong
give them
lahat.
any chance to lift their team
Titignan ko yung lahat ng
up
mga
at the
notice
Just now
kanina.
to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside.
Salamat sa inyo sa pagbisita dito sa channel.
Thanks very much,
And
Paul.
ayun, bawi ako sa inyo
Congrats
next
on the
time.
win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Ayun, sana next time mapadalaw din kayo dito sa channel. And siguro bukas magde-days gun ulit ako.
And knocking shots down, we'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul.
And ayun.
Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David
Tapos din,
this is Kevin
ang hirap maglaro dito sa sa PC kasi sobrang delay.
We'll see you later.
Ayun, sana ma-add ko rin kayo sa PSN para may mga friends din ako sa PSN. So, ayun, maraming salamat sa pagdalaw nga ulit. Kaya, tignan natin ng naging score. Thank you. So, mag-out na ako. Ayun, please, like din and share. Tapos, madaming pang video dyan kung ano mang matripan. Ayun, maraming salamat. And see you bukas or sa mga susunod. Ayun, thank you talaga. Goodbye. Biglang may nagano. PSN, chat mo lang sa akin. Ay, friends na tayo sa PSN, bro. Nakabukas ka pa ata dito ngayon. Bago lang net. Kita natin. Ayan. Nakabukas. Ayun, so maraming salamat sa inyo mga naging friends ko na dito sa PSN and sa FB. Ayun, maraming salamat. At